in this room and we interviewing him in his closet. And we got to ask him these tough questions of what happened.
I want to tell these young guys this too. Young guys and girls, stop messing up them songs. Stop. It's making me mad.
It was in that era where guys cried in songs and they used to point at the camera like this and do stuff like this. They don't make music like that no more. Bro, look the plate. Bro, look the size of that turkey wing. Bro, look the size of that turkey wing. Bro, hold up. Before you get to watching this video, let me talk to you for a second. Hit that bell down below and subscribe to the Fitz Take Podcast YouTube channel so you'll know when every episode is dropping or if something has been posted on this page. Also, be sure to follow me and Elijah on our social media platforms. They will be linked down in the description. Now back to the episode. What's good, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into another episode of the Fitz Take Podcast. I'm your guy, Jamarcus Fitzpatrick, but you can call me Fitz, and I'm joined alongside my partner in crime, Elijah Nixon. E, how was your week, brother?
Oh man, my week was great. I mean, I'm trying to get in the midst of things again, but I got a lot of rest this weekend. I can't speak enough on this weekend. This weekend was pretty fun. It wasn't as fun as last weekend, but
Yeah.
It was a lot more rest than last weekend.
Yeah, man, we were running and gunning this weekend, supporting one of our cousins out in Houston. She graduated, so we were up and down the highways, man, burning up the midnight oil, you know what I'm saying? But we made it back in, and we're here safe and sound. But it was a fun weekend, spending some time with some family. But let's go ahead and get into it. We have take number one. It's our first play.
And the first play is Patrick Mahomes yesterday. He went behind the back in a preseason game against Detroit. And before we even get to that clip, Fitz, I mean, we've seen a lot of throws from him, man. I mean, it just feels like the world is playing in – we're playing in Patrick Mahomes' world, the NFL should say. Do you feel like this guy is just – how phenomenal is he, and how much more do you see him growing at the quarterback position?
At this point in his career, man, like the first section of Patrick Mahomes' career can be considered a Hall of Fame position. I think they've been to the Super Bowl 4 out of the last 5 years. He has a back-to-back run. He has 3 under his belt, Super Bowl MVPs. Like, I don't think we've seen anything like this, and I don't think we'll see something like this for quite some time because he's just extremely talented. He knows how to keep composure. He knows how to command an offense. He has things rocking in Kansas City right now. People are absolutely feeding off of that, and so I actually got this clip pulled up on my computer, man. Let's take a look at it real quick.
Mahomes keeps it, goes behind the back. Kelsey's got it for the first down. How do you like that?
Well, they talked about it in practice this week, and Mahomes even talked about the fact that he said Andy wants him to do it in a game. Well, guess what? Here it is. Behind the back flip to Travis Kelce for the first down.
Crazy, bro.
Now all of a sudden it's another thing for defenses to worry about.
Crazy, bro. And you know what's so crazy about it? That like makes it even more special is like they were talking on the broadcast, I think it was, and they interviewed not Patrick Mahomes. They interviewed Travis Kelce, and I think Travis was saying that he ran the wrong play or something like that. He ran the wrong play, and they just improv to do that. So that tells you, bro, like they in practice doing crazy stuff like that all the time. Like you can't like practice a chemistry like that. You cannot mimic a chemistry like that. They're just out there doing what's familiar to them, bro. Like it's something that we've never seen before, man. Like people are doing behind the back passes, but to be in sync like that, it's amazing. I'm always impressed by the way that Pat is able to do things, and then that Travis Kelce is still able to play like he's playing at this high of a level.
Yeah, man. Like you said, Patrick Mahomes is playing at an amazing level. What I really like about Patrick, I mean, it's just like he's just out there having fun. I know that it's a job, of course, that put food on the table, it feeds your babies, it feeds your family, but like he's just having fun, man. And I just, like I said earlier, the NFL is living in his playground right now because Patrick, it's nothing Patrick can't do. Ever since he stepped into the league, let's put it like this, besides that year he had to sit out because, he was behind Alex Smith, his season ended in the AFC Championship game or the Super Bowl. He won 3 of those Super Bowls. And again, like what more can you ask for? I know that people are just trying to compare him with this echelon of Tom Brady. He has some time under his belt. You know, if he can get to 7, he gets to 7. If he gets to 6, well, how many more he ever gets to? At the end of the day, you can't take away from this guy's greatness. And what he did yesterday, again, it's a preseason game. But that shows you how much this team, not just Patrick and Travis, are in cahoots. Because if they're doing that stuff in practice, it shows in the game. And even though it didn't count as an actual play in the regular season, it shows that, hey, whenever thing breaks down, Patrick can make a play.
They can, man. Now, let me ask you this. How much longer do you think that Pat is going to be able, like right now, he's in his prime, like he's peaking, you know what I'm saying? He has everything that he needs arsenal-wise to continue to make this offense flow. But how long do you believe that this Chiefs dynasty is going to be able to reign?
Man, as long as 15 is under center and Andy Reid is the head coach, I think those two that's the matchmaker in heaven. Like, because Andy's always been somebody that can draw up a play with Donovan McNabb, Michael Vick. It could go on. And now they got somebody with Patrick Mahomes who has the arm talent that's out of this world, and he's in his prime. I think that can go for another probably about 5 to 7 years, man, to be at his peak. But that doesn't mean after the 7th year that they still can't win, because at the end of the day, we've seen Tom Brady compete in his 30s and in his 40s because of the stuff that they surrounded him with. So if the organization keeps surrounding Patrick Mahomes with, winnable pieces that he could continue to take to a Super Bowl or to an AFC Championship game or wherever they may want to go, then that dynasty can go for a very, very long time. But as long as you got Big Red and Patrick Mahomes under center, I think that thing could go, man, as much. But what about you, Fitz?
I mean, kind of like you said, I think that he's in prime position right now, and I think he can go on for a very long time. But I think what is also going to be very dependent on his success is the type of pieces that they have around him. They've drafted an Xavier Worthy, somebody that was very similar to what Tyreek Hill was. Yes, they won a Super Bowl without a Tyreek Hill, but now that they have an Xavier Worthy back on the team like this, if he can become acclimated with what they need, they're going to be dominant for another 7 to 10 years possibly. I think what the key piece is right now that people are taking for granted is Travis Kelce. And we don't know how many more years he has under him. I think he's approaching, his mid-30s right now. And there's no telling how many more years he can go. I think his career is cemented at this point. If he decided to retire tomorrow, he would be absolutely a first ballot Hall of Famer. I think right now he's just out here having fun at this point. It's not even work to him anymore. It's about just going out there, competing with your guys, having a whole bunch of fun and winning championships. I think so. As long as there are pieces around Pat, and as long as he's able to keep that structure and maintain the level of plays that he's able to put out there, I think that this dynasty is going to go on for a very, very long time and keep making crazy behind the back passes and, no look passes and all this stuff like that he does. I think that's going to continue to happen in KC for a very long time.
Now, who is your top 5 quarterbacks in the league right now? If you could just, you got to go in order too. Top 5 quarterbacks in the league right now is what, Fitz?
Man, that's tough. That's really tough. I think Pat's got to be number 1. He's the guy right now. It's like you said, it's his playground, and everybody else is just, holding up space. But at the end of the day, he runs the show. I think if Lamar Jackson can take that next step, he will be able to overtake Pat for a season or so. But I think I'm going to put him in a 2 spot right now. Trying to think about other quarterbacks maybe in the NFC, because like Aaron Rodgers was not really able to put the pieces together. Dak Prescott, he has great regular seasons, but in the postseasons is where things really get muggy for him. Nobody in the NFC South that I can really think of that pops out right away. Jordan Love had a great splash, but I'm not ready to put him in the top 5 right now. Joe Burrow is coming off of an injury, but I think he's somewhere in that 3-4 area. I'm going to put him at 4. Okay. So I got Pat 1, Lamar 2, Burrow 4. Let's go Josh Allen 5. I think he's in that conversation as well, but he hasn't had deep postseason success as what he would have liked. Let's see about that 3 spot. The AFC West, you got Justin Herbert, Pat. Gardner Minshew was just now announced as the starter. On Sunday, he was announced as the starter for the Raiders, but he is not in the top 5 at all. I don't know, man. Hey, I don't know. That 3 spot might be tough. But I got 4 to 5. So let's put that as the Mount Rushmore. Let's do that.
I got you.
let's do that. Let's do that 4. So we got Pat, Lamar, Josh Allen, and who else did I say?
Joe.
And Joe. So everybody in the AFC. I think that the NFC quarterbacks, a lot of them have not had a great amount of postseason success, and I think that it's also because a lot of people are just in the shadow of Patrick Mahomes right now. It's kind of not necessarily equivalent to, but I heard my dad talk about all the time of like back in the day, you had so many great NBA players that were great players, but they couldn't win the championship because Michael Jordan was playing. It's kind of like that same thing. Like there are a lot of great quarterbacks that are doing great things throughout the regular season, but when you get into the deep postseason runs, when you get to the Super Bowls, Patrick Mahomes just takes over, man.
I agree, man.
So what's your top 5? You can put me on the spot. What's your top 5? Because I had to sit there and think about that. I got to go back and look and see if I done slighted anybody, bro.
I got Pat number 1. Josh Allen number 2.
Ooh.
I do got number 2. I got Lamar that'll come in number 3. Joe Burrow was number 4. We agree with that one. Joe Burrow's number 4. I think Joe Burrow is very, very, like, he's good. And it's not like he's sneaky good. Not in the sense of, like, he'll sneak up on you, but it's more so, like, he picks his spots at the right time. When he's ready to dink and dunk, he does. And he can find somebody deep route, he does. And number 5, man, I mean, you can say I'm biased, but I'm putting my boy Big Matthew Stafford at number 5, baby. I'm putting Big Matt at number 5.
Your bias is showing.
I'll be biased. I'll be biased on that one.
Let's see what the NFL top 100 is. NFL top 100 quarterbacks.
I think.
Because I know Reek was number 1.
Oh yeah, when Tyreek won number 1, it was a shocker to me. Definitely was a shocker to me. Not saying that he didn't have an outstanding year, but I think Patrick was the guy. Was the guy last year, and I thought he was just the number 1 player throughout the whole thing. So
2 of our 5 are in the top 4. Pat is 4. Lamar is 2. You got a bunch of defensive linemen, offensive line. Travis Kelce is 9. So 20 to 11. C.J. Stroud was number 20. I forgot about the young. Oh boy, I forgot about him. C.J. Stroud's gonna be special this upcoming year, bro.
I think
he's gonna be special. Josh Allen was 12. Fred Warner was 11. So 3 of the 5 are in the top 15. After that, Jalen Hurts was 15. Dak Prescott was 16. And then, like I said, C.J. Stroud was at 20. I don't know, man. Like, that's a lot of pressure to put on a young quarterback in the conference. Like, of course, we see what Pat has done. You know what I'm saying? And I guess it kind of speeds up the process. When you see somebody having that much success early on in their career, it makes it where, all right, bro, you come in here, we draft you number 1 or number 2 overall. We need to be going to AFC Championship game. We need to be going to a Super Bowl. Like, he makes it tough on a lot of players, but we know, like, that's just not something that can realistically happen in every situation because there are so many things that goes into just learning the game of football at the NFL level. Being able to adapt to the playbook, being able to adapt to the speed, the timing, building up chemistry with your receivers. Like, the fact that C.J. Stroud was able to have the success that he was able to have was phenomenal. So it'll be interesting to see what he can be able to do in that AFC South. I know him, Anthony Richardson will be chomping at the bit to come back. You still have a young Trevor Lawrence over there as well. So that'll be an interesting division of a bunch of young gunslingers over there to see what they can get accomplished. But like we've established it pretty much that Patrick Mahomes, this is his world right now. and everybody else is just living in it. So.
And then, look, we can go on from there. The other team that was in the Super Bowl last year, George Kittle and the San Francisco 49ers. George Kittle hit the presser last week. And, me and you are both reporters.
Yeah.
So it means a lot to us. So what we show up in most times. Sometimes we do be on chill. We do chill on some days. But most times we do pull up on something nice. It's swaggy. But he has something to say to the reporters if you have that video for us, Fitz.
Before we begin, so you guys are out there at every practice. You guys watch us all the time, but there's a special teams period where I catch some footballs, and I like to observe you guys. And you guys really need to up your sneaker game. It's absolutely atrocious. I got some Vomeros. Those are fire. And Grant wears Vans every single day. New Balances. They look like Vans. Yeah, those are Vans. It's okay. But you wear those every day, so I need you to switch those up. But I observe all your guys' shoes, and I am disappointed in you guys as a community. So if we could up those, please. It's year 8, guys. Let's figure this out together. Okay, now it's all you guys.
That's something. That is something. Because you ain't finna play me, George. You're not finna talk about me. Hey, brother, you ain't finna get on me like that.
But can you do a favor? Do us a favor, though, Fitz, here. You out there during training camp, it's about 85, 90 degrees. You're out there on grass.
Bro, I'm not dripped out.
Tell them you're tired. Go ahead, tell them you're tired some days.
Bro, I'm not dripped out. I'm probably wearing some basketball shorts. I'm probably wearing some kind of T-shirt. And I'm going to be wearing some sneakers, bro. But I'm not going to be wearing, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be wearing no J's or nothing like that out there. I'm not going to be wearing no Forces or nothing out there. I'm going to be getting something because, we go to a lot of high schools and stuff where it's not turf in many of the places that we cover. And then, if we out at UL on their practice field, there's grass out there. Bro, I ain't trying to get all my shoes all dirty and muddy or nothing like that, bro. No, I ain't coming in there. I might some days I might even pull up in some slides. You never know, bro. You never know. It just depends on how chill I'm gonna be. You know what I'm saying? But no, it's all a good fun, man. I would have felt a little play sitting on that front row, boy. I'd have been sliding my feet under that chair.
I mean, are you asking
about me?
That's his opening statement. So are you asking a question after that? Like, what is your question following a statement like that? What's your opening?
What shoes do you have on today, George? What are your shoes? Since you're talking about shoes, mister. Yeah, because I bet if he just got out of practice or if it's, a game or something, he probably ain't got no sneakers on. He probably not. He ain't got sneakers on every single time. He ain't dripped out like that every single time.
And that's the thing about it. I feel like most of these guys don't understand sometimes as reporters, like you said, we're out there, now we're not fully in helmets and shoulder pads and stuff like you guys. But at the same time, we're trying to be comfortable because we're out here sweating, out here 9 times out of 10 following the football, following you guys, just trying to get the best shots as possible. We have a collar shirt in the car, but we got to get after that the post game stuff that we got to get on camera for.
You feel me? Like this is the game of how this really goes. So I learned after covering LSU so many times, like I come there, I have a collar shirt, but I come in with a T-shirt. I shoot the whole game. Mind you, the camera that I got to put it on the shoulder like this, and I'm looking through an eyepiece, and then I got to kneel. So for those of you that are not in markets like a LSU, some SEC schools, depending on how the stadium seating is, they'll ask you to kneel. So I got on knee pads, and I'm kneeling for this entire game, and I'm holding this camera like this. And like Elijah said, we following the ball, we doing all of this stuff. We trying to stay steady. So, bro, like them first 4 to 5 weeks, hey, that's a workout. Then not to mention, you got to walk up and down these sidelines. Or sometimes you got to run. Because if, say, for instance, Jaden Daniels takes a snap on the 10-yard line, and you're facing him on the 20 back this way, and he takes off running, it's so many times I'll be following somebody down the sidelines, and I'll be like, please don't let him get caught. Because if he gets caught, now I got to take off running with this camera, run all the way down there. So I got to get up off my knees, run all the way down there, like Scooby-Doo and them, all the way down there, get down on the other end so I can get back in front of the ball. So it's been plenty of times. My next clip look like this because I'm trying to catch my breath, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I play ball, and look, it's nothing like playing football. I'm not saying that. But for people that are TV reporters on a day-to-day basis, like, that's the reality. If you MMJing, shooting a football game, you're working out. So excuse me, brother, if I ain't got on the nicest of sneakers out here, but you're going to have to understand, and you're going to take this question. Here we go.
Yo, I feel the same way. I mean, I feel like, George sees him day to day. Of course, if he's known what kind of Vans the guy has on. But at the end of the day, that job, like you said, is a workout, man. And pray to God it's no huddle. If it's a no huddle, Lord, you know what I'm saying?
I'm getting on one end and I'm staying down there. No, I ain't flipping. I'm not flipping. I'm flipping at quarters and halftime. That's it. That's the only time I'm flipping. That's the only time.
Bro, they don't understand.
I'm not moving.
They don't understand. Because if you don't understand, like, that is really, like you said, it's a workout. You're running up and down. When I first got to Louisiana, when I got to Lafayette, I should say, Fitz had a book bag with a water pouch. Like he was like, listen,
it was a game.
The first thing he said to me is, you need to invest in one of these. I'm not going to lie to you. You need to invest in one of these. Get you a little water as you go up and down. It is the 99, 90, 100 degrees, 85, whatever. It's hot. It's hot out there. Even when the sun is going down at 7 p.m., it still feel like it's noon.
Just like Glow said, it's 7 p.m. Friday. It's 95 degrees. I got this big old camera. Shoot. Come on, man.
You need to invest in one of these. And,
I got to find that thing, too. While you said that, I think it might be in one of the back of them units at work. I got to find it. Because I missed that. Because the way it was, Megan put me on this. Shout out to Megan. She had our last day with us a couple of days ago. Shout outs to her. But she put me on to this. Put the bag on. And in the little arm things, it's got a little spout. And you can take it and got the water. And you put it right here and be drinking out of it and be standing there waiting. So let me tell you something. I take a big thing of ice and put it down in the middle of that bag and just let it melt. That'll last me all day long. It'd be perfect. It's great. Great investment. Great investment.
Fitz got many gadgets. I'm not going to, if you see him in person, he got many, many, many gadgets. But that one right there, that goes at number one on the list for me, where he told me I need to invest. Because I seen that, and I was like, yo, he's absolutely right. Like you said, you run up and down the field because you're following the offense more than none, more times than none. So you got to follow the ball, get on the offensive side of the ball. So like I said, they could go in no huddle. They could go, probably get 10 yards a pop, whatever. You got to follow the football. Fight through, depending on what game, like a high school game, you got to fight through some of the sidelines, juke some of the players, get around, turn around, and hope that you catch the play. And hope.
Oh, ain't nothing worse. Ain't nothing worse than when you running down the sidelines and somebody getting your way. Now you got to juke with them doing spin moves. Move, brother. You know what the deal is. Then at LSU, again, for people that don't know, so LSU has most of their games on TV. Matter of fact, all their games on TV to some capacity. So there's this big jib arm that they have, and it rolls on wheels. This thing is huge. It takes up the whole sideline in behind the player's bench. So it's times where you have to wait. You either have to get in front of that thing or you have to wait for it to clear as it's rolling because it's so big. If you don't, this thing will run over you because it's carrying a camera way up in the air on this arm. So that big aerial shot that you see on TV is on this big arm and it cranes over the top, right? So it's times they get a turnover. We trying to bust down and run, and they like, hold up. Come on, man. They finna score by the time you roll down there. And they can still roll while they on top of this jib, and it's an operator controlling the camera. They can see everything. We got to wait. Oh, there's been times you just going to have to run over me, brother. I'm going to run around this thing, and I book it around there. Yeah, man, it's crazy. So we say all that to say I'm not trying to crease up my shoes, my nice ones. So I might not wear them. I just might not wear them. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking on that, Fitz, do you have a play in mind or something in mind, a game in mind, that when you were going up and down the field and you missed it and it made you upset because it's the hassle you had to go through?
Plenty of times at LSU. I can't tell you an exact time that I know it's happened. It's happened at UL too, for sure. Whether there's been times where, which again, this is all a part of the tricks of the trade. So if you're a sports reporter and you're listening to this, listen to what I'm saying. The first thing you want to do when you get to any stadium is you want to find where the editing position that you will be in that stadium. Because if you go on a road game, it's going to be completely different. You don't know the stadium, so you got to find it, right? So the way we used to do at UL, I don't do this anymore. But UL is one of the stadiums where to get in it, you have to go down through the bowl, down on the field like this. Some stadiums you can just walk straight onto the field. The only way you can do that at UL is you have to go around the backside, go down the ramp, which is where the players and coaches come down when they're entering for the game. So at halftime, we would have to get off the field, go all the way up these bleachers. So you go up this level, you get on the concourse. From the concourse, you take an elevator up, you get to the press box. That takes 5 minutes to do that. Halftime only 15. So now I got 10 minutes to edit. I'm gonna take this card, put it into the camera, put it into the computer, boom, export it. Da, 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 da. By the time I'm editing good, the team out there warming up now. And not to mention, they hold the elevator for the coaches. So it might be a time when you get to the elevator and they're like, hold up, the coach is coming up. So I forgot about that. So you really got about 5 minutes to edit. So what we started doing is at halftime, or when it would get close to halftime, I'd run up with the players up that hill and I would go to the post-game room and just edit in there. Because at least I'm on the same level. Now, when I come down, it's a lot shorter distance. It's a lot shorter time. It's tricks to the trade. There's so many things that you got to learn how to do to be able to get consistent. I'm going to tell this story, then we're going to go to the next topic. When I went to UL played Rice in, was it 22? Yeah, it was 22. So that was the first time I was covering a road game in a regular season matchup. And they were playing Rice. I'd never been to the stadium. Rice, the way their stadium was, it was just like UL. The only way to get to the field is you had to go up, you had to go down through the bleachers, go down onto the field. And so I'm talking to the SID and I'm going back and forth asking them, is there an area that I can edit on the floor level? And he was like, well, we have a room where we're going to have the post-game interview for Coach Desimo afterwards. I said, cool, can I just edit in there? He said, sure, that's fine. But for like me to initially go and talk to him, I had to go up to the press box. To get to their press box, you had to go up the bleachers, get on the concourse, take one elevator. You get on that elevator, that takes you to like the suite levels. Then you got to climb some stairs. So I had to take all my gear, tripod, big old camera, backpack, all that stuff on the elevator, go all the way up the stairs, got up there, and then go up another level to get like to the top part. So I really had to go up like 3 to 4 flights to get to the press box. I couldn't imagine having to edit at halftime. I wouldn't have made it. And I'd have got up there and they'd have been back out for the third quarter. I couldn't have done it. So I ended up editing on the ground level, and I was right across from where UL was dressing at in the locker room. Now I'm gonna say this because we got to do better as athletic departments. Matt Rice, the area where we were interviewing Coach Dez at was like a closet. It was it was cobwebs and stuff in there. It was old chairs and benches and stuff. I was what is this? And the little area we just set up a little dusty table to talk to him. Now, mind you, this was also a very tough day because they ended up losing the game. UL at the time had the nation's longest standing win streak. They were coming off of the 21 season where they went 13-1, and they went on that 13-game win streak. They won their first 2 games, and then this was their 3rd game, so this was their first road game. So they lost that game, emotional loss, because the streak is over. You know, they lost to a Rice team that people felt like they shouldn't have lost to, whatever. So now we in this room, and we interviewing him in this closet, and we got to ask him these tough questions of what happened. And we in a closet, bro. This area, I'm sitting here at my kitchen table. This area was about this big. We in there interviewing him, me and Kevin Foote. And we talking to this man. I said, look, what is this? What is this? What is this? So these are I say all that to say, I'm not worried about tennis shoes. Because I got to interview a coach in a closet. I'm not worried about that. All right? Let's go to the next thing, man. Take 3. Let's fly out, man.
The next thing as we fly out, man, that's funny, man. As we fly out to the next subject, it's been on the internet. Tyrese was talking about Trey Songz and saying that somebody had told him that Trey Songz has better songs than Tyrese does. And Tyrese was saying, hey, I never opened up for Trey Songz, but Trey Songz opened up for me. He didn't say it, and he didn't say. I mean, that sounds disrespectful, but he did.
He said that with his chest. He said that from right here.
He went on and didn't say that. He didn't mean to disrespect that guy, but a lot of people started just trying to compare their songs. And as an R&B guy, Fitz, I see you got the GOAT on your shirt right there. Yeah, you see it.
From the 11-11 to, I just want to say, before we even get into that topic, let's talk about this. Listen. I want to talk about the experience I had after the concert was over, right? So I took my niece to the 11-11 tour concert in Austin, Texas, and we were at the Moody Center. So after the concert, I was like, do you want some kind of memorabilia? You want a T-shirt or hat or something like that? She was like, let me get a T-shirt. So we leaving, bro, the line was from the spot we were in all the way to the front. It was at least 200 people in this line, maybe 300 people in this line. I said, I love you. I'm not standing in this line all night. So we go outside. Now, we saw it as we were coming in, walking to the Moody Center, but we saw it even more afterwards. Man, there was so many people outside hustling T-shirts. It got so bad. This shirt that I bought, right? So it's got all the stuff. I don't know who printed it or stuff. It's very good design, right? Great T-shirt. It was so bad. It was two dudes selling the same shirt. The same shirt. One was selling it for $15 and one was selling it for $10. I was like, brother, I don't know what kind of crazy person you think I am, but I'm going with the $10 shirt. It's the same shirt. I don't know what you expect me to do. What do you expect me to do? I'm gonna go with the better deal. It's the same shirt. And I don't know you.
Did he knock
what you mean?
Down? Did he go?
No, he was just like, yeah. He was like, you need to buy this one because it's 15. No, I'm gonna buy that one because it's 10 and it's the same shirt. Do you think I'm crazy? What are you talking about? I'm finna get this same shirt. They both hold them up, looking at each other like Diddy on that little meme that he got. They looking at each other. I'm like, bro, I'm finna go over here. I'm sorry. Pull out a better shirt, a different shirt, and sell it to me for 10. Maybe then we can talk. But you got the same shirt and you trying to make me pay $5 more. That ain't gonna work.
He should have said $8. He would have got a sale then, huh?
That's what I'm saying. But people was out there hustling, man. They were hustling. People was out there selling hot dogs. They had griddles and stuff out there. They was cooking stuff. It was photographers out there where they was just catching people in the moment, taking pictures and video of them and selling it to them. People was out there hustling, bro. They was making money. I was all for it. You know what I'm saying? If y'all haven't already, if you want to see that full-on experience, I have a full vlog on my other YouTube channel, Kicking It with Fitz. You can check that out over there on that YouTube channel, and I'm going to put it right here. Yeah, let's do that. So I'm going to do a little drop in for YouTube, whatever I'm editing. But I say all that to say, that was a great experience. And yes, I am a huge R&B head. Before we talk about Tyrese with the music, what was up with him? Where was he performing at? It was a preseason game, and he was dressed up like Marvin Gaye when he had the blue on hair.
LA.
That was at a Rams game?
Yeah, the Rams game. That was the Cowboys.
What was that about?
I think he's promoting his new movie that's coming out or something like that, 1940, whatever it's called. But yeah, I think it was just promoting it. I don't know. Tyrese do weird stuff, and I'm not mad at it. Do what you gotta do to sell some tickets, man. He do weird stuff to do what he got. I'm not mad at it. Tyrese, look, man. I mean, I'm not agreeing with all your antics, but at the same time, bro, this is how you make your money. Ching, brother. Ching. I have nothing to do with that, bro. I have nothing to do with it.
Now, when it comes to the music part side of it, bro, Tyrese got some timeless classics. He got some good ones, bro. Like that music's still rolling through now. You know what I'm saying? Like Trey Songz got some hits. Don't get me wrong. He got some bops. You know what I'm saying? He got some great ones that you can call out and name. But I gotta give it to Tyrese, man. Hold on, it was somewhere I think it was on the Shade Room or Neighborhood Talk, and they was listing them back to back, and it was just like, bro, like there's no comparison. Like,
no,
it's not even close. I think it might have been on the clip that you sent me, bro.
No, it wasn't close because like you said, Tyrese have so many different he has classics, like you know what I mean? Classics.
And it's just different. It's different levels to it, bro.
Yeah. And that's why I was like, I'm with it. But I'm mad at the people that's sleeping on Trey Songz though. He has some hits. He has some hits.
Yeah, it was on this clip. So for Tyrese, you got Falling in Love.
Yes.
Signs of Love Making. Sweet Lady. lately. How you gonna act like that? Them 5, they up there. Hey, they up there. What can you? They are. Hey,
Hey,
Trey Songz is rebuttal. Gotta go. Gotta make it. Neighbors know my name. That's a good one. Last time. Love faces. Can't help but wait. Jupiter love. And bottoms up. There's some great ones on there too.
I like I said, Trey Songz.
Tyrese's.
Yeah, Tyrese got
Yeah.
classics. Like, the difference is, I'm not saying if they put Trey songs up there, nobody would know him because the people would know him. But when you hear Tyrese, it make you shake a little leg now. Like, you're gonna get up, you're gonna shake a little leg. You might start singing your heart out with it because Tyrese was singing in those songs. Those are classics where if you go to karaoke night and they put on one of them Tyrese songs, somebody mother gonna get up and sing with you. Now, I ain't saying that can't happen with Trey Songz. I can't say that's not going to happen with Trey Songz. But I can tell you this. Trey Songz, you had some hits. But, I'm a burger fan. There's 5 guys, and then there's In and Out. I can close my eyes and tell you what 5 guys is, my brother. You take a bite, I close my eyes.
That's a tough comparison, brother, because In and Out, I don't think it's on the same conversation.
You know what?
I don't think it's in the same conversation as 5 guys. That's tough.
1A, 1B to me. I know he's going to say a Legends burger. But me, 5 guys.
It's up there.
That's where
5 guys is tough. 5 guys is tough. I'll give you that. I'm talking about In and Out because I don't know. I like it. It's cool, but I'm not finna be going crazy over an In and Out burger. I'm not finna break my neck over one. I ain't gonna say that. When it comes to them songs, Trey Songz was on the back half of that era too. They was in that era where guys cried in songs and they used to point at the camera like this and do stuff like this and squint their eyes real hard. They don't make music like that no more. They're not. Chris Brown still getting down with it. You got guys like Lucky Day and all that stuff like that. But people not crying in songs no more. They're not. R&B used to be from the heart. Used to be right here.
Yes.
It was songs that would make you think back to that ex that was 5 and 6 years ago. Make you really think about it, bro.
Yo, and that's what I'm missing. And
ain't nobody doing that no more.
I want to tell these young guys this too. Young guys and girls, stop messing up them songs. Stop. It's making me mad. Other week I was with Kara and her nephew was getting ice cream. And you know that Fantasia song? I can't think of the song. I saw your picture on the mirror. You know that song?
When I See You. Yeah,
When I See You. That's what it is. Somebody remixed the song. I don't know who this lady was. I don't know why we listen to the radio. But this lady remixed the song, and it sounded so horrible. It went from When I See You to I Don't Want to See You. That's what she kept saying. I don't want to see you. I'm like, this is not it. You remix something else. If you're going to remix something else. And I don't know this lady. I don't know her name as an artist. I hope that she continues to make good music if she has some. But that one right there, man,
if she has some,
I don't want to hear that, man. I don't want to hear that. I think labels should be like, hey, some things we can't touch. That's something you can. I don't want you to touch that because you're messing up.
We ain't clearing this.
You're messing up my childhood now. Now you're messing up my childhood. Like that song was for the ladies, but when the ladies sing it, something was going on. Like I don't want to hear that version. I don't. Stop messing up these songs, bro. Stop messing up.
R&B ain't what it used to be. Now, like I said, it's some artists out there, bro, that are still keeping it strong. I'm gonna give you one. She's really slept on, and I'm bringing her up because I was just watching Bel Air. Elijah, you gotta start watching that show so we can bring that to the pod too.
I got you.
Coco Jones,
incredible.
Incredible. She got some. Hey, she got some ones, bro.
Yeah,
she got some ones.
Coco could sing, man. She's on one feature that I like with Brent Faiyaz.
Yeah.
Moment, I think that's what it's called.
Moment of your life.
Moment of your life. Listen. Hey, Brent Faiyaz, you did your thing in that song. I'm not saying but Coco Jones, when that verse came on, not only was she talking and walking, but vocally, she took that song to another level. Like Coco Jones. But now we're heading into this one, man. We just was talking about food in this last one, but headed into the Fitz Take. I'm not sure if I'm saying this guy name right, man, but I want to make sure.
You know how you is with names, boy.
Yeah, I'll mess it up, and if I am, and you see this, I absolutely apologize. But King Naftali.
Naftali. And the only reason I know that is because his son has said that in one of the videos that he dropped.
All right, King Naftali. First and foremost, I want to give you credit when credit is due. You throw down for your family. And one day I want to be an honorary member. But you go in there, and you have this long list of whatever you cooked with the beverages, and if you decide to bake or you bake these things or buy these things, I should say, dude, I just want to commend you for that. Fitz, I know you've seen a lot of his videos, man. I got to ask you, what is your take on a guy doing that, taking his time out on Sundays, feeding his kids, his family?
Every day. Let me tell you, it was so crazy is y'all. I had a video pulled up of an example, and as I was going to his page to find it, he had dropped another one, so I got it pulled up. So I hadn't seen what the full menu is. So this is gonna be a live react of what we finna see.
Look at that.
Hey brother, how you doing?
Look at the pans.
What in the big back brother with a belly from Brooklyn Batman is going on in here? Today we got homemade mashed potatoes.
God.
We got turkey wings.
Look at the wing,
We got chicken smothered in gravy. We got collard greens. We got Brussels sprouts. We got corn on the cob. We got rolls. We got, for dessert, we got cinnamon toast crunch.
Oh my God.
And cookies I baked. And we also got tea and lemonade. What would you like? You got a plate for me.
Don't they get everything, man?
Let's give him everything.
Yes, sir, big doctor.
Bro, look at the size of the turkey wing.
I know, bro.
Bro, that's it for me.
So tired.
Then he gonna get some chicken. Okay, you know he gonna put some gravy. Look at the wing, bro. Look at that drum.
Do you get seconds? Like, how do you ask for seconds?
You gotta get one of them big old goat plates.
Bro, look at the greens.
The big long ones that say Dixie on the side.
Well, pause. What is he talking about? The big long ones. Wait a minute.
Some Brussels sprouts.
Brussels sprouts.
I don't even like Brussels sprouts, but I'll try it.
Hey, bro,
Corn.
I'm sure his roll.
I don't even like. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't even like corn on the cob, but I say put it on my plate.
My man.
On a roll.
That's how you look.
No, we got to go back and look at this plate when he hands it out.
Please.
Bro, look the plate. Bro, look the size of that turkey wing. Bro, look the size of that turkey wing, bro. All right, look. Now, we both stay in Lafayette, which is rice and gravy city, right? There are places here. Shout out to Laura's over there off of Four Corners. What she does, I see her at least once a week. She got to the point when I call in, they know who it is, right? You know what I'm saying? And she got a famous turkey wing, and it take up the whole plate. But that one, that's like my arm. That's what he laid on his plate. He said, "Here you go, bro." They gave this man an arm. Talking about a wing. That's an arm.
Hey,
a turkey arm.
Hey, and you can't get mad because of selections. It's not like you could get the chicken and the turkey, bruh. It's no way. There's no way. Look, I don't know you, man. But if you could give us a plate, so we could try it ourselves, because it take me a long time to follow somebody on Instagram. I followed you instantly. I saw 2 of your videos and said, "This is it. I need to see it." and let me tell you something. I don't like corn on the cob, but I will give that a try, because it's like nobody seems like they're disappointed in whatever portions you give them. Nobody even picks out selections. They be like, "I want this." No, they be like, "I want everything."
I want a little of everything. Everybody says that. And this is the thing. People be in the comments sometimes. They be like, "What you do with the leftovers?" And he's commented back to some people and said, he'll take it to the homeless shelter. And he says, "If I have some." And it was a video I remember. I think it was on like Mother's Day or something, where he had a whole bunch of like Jamaican food. It was like curry goat, oxtails, white rice, and all that stuff like that. And he posted another video of what was left, and them pans was empty. It was like just enough to where, like, if you was coming in to make a plate, you was getting the scraps. It was scraps of food left. So he cooking this amount of food because he got to be cooking, bro, for like 20 plus people. This not for no family of 3.
And I'm happy you said that because I was wondering what he do with the leftovers. I didn't see those comments. I was like, maybe this is like he cooked for the week, like the Sunday, and it goes to Wednesday, and he tries something else. I'm happy you said that because that's what I was thinking. I'm like, man, maybe this man cooks for the week, so you know what I'm saying. He just throw it up, but geez, like, man, look, Fitz, hey, look, we could take a road trip, bro. If he invited us,
I don't know where he stay at, but I'm gonna find out. do the show on the road. Be right in there showing him the microphone. King Naftali, how you do it? Shoot. Don't play around, boy. You get it done.
And then I'm going to ask him, can we spend the night? Because that was like no food you get back on the road after.
You're not driving after that. You're not even flying after that, bro. That's the one where you be like, damn. Bro, had the itis. I wake up on Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? And all he gonna say is, you want some breakfast, bro? He did like a brunch or something like that for one of his daughters. And it was like grits and eggs. What I also love about what he does too is he give you options. Yet people don't just pick, I want this and that. It's very seldom that somebody says, let me just get this, and that. It'd be like, I want all of it. I want waffles and pancakes. I want grits and oatmeal. Like, he gonna give you options, but I want all of it. Just put it all on there. I'll figure out the rest.
Now, speaking of that menu, what is the Fitz go-to menu? If you're talking about Thanksgiving, what does your plate look like? What's your plate look like?
We gotta have a dressing on there, and I know it's a topic of if it's stuffing or dressing. It's dressing. Gotta have a dressing on there. You gotta have some macaroni and cheese. Jasmine makes some fire macaroni and cheese. Like, it's up there. Macaroni and cheese. Depending on whose house I'm at, we either gonna have like a green bean casserole or like my mama, she like to do peas a lot. She always does it, and she be like, I love me some peas. Mama, you can put a tablespoon of that on my plate. I'm not worried about that. Let me get some of that turkey, some of that ham. Let me get some Cornish hen or some brisket or something like that. We going crazy like that. Gotta have the gravy for the dressing. You gotta have some of that cranberry sauce. The cranberry sauce, you gotta take it, lay it right in there, right in the middle of that gravy. Slap it right there in the middle of that plate. And that's it. And a little side of potato salad just for me. I tell my mom, make me just a little bit of potato salad. Don't nobody else get that. That's mine. That's my plate. And we good. And I'm gonna fix it just like how he said. Let me get a little of everything. And after I'm done with that, I'm good. Oh man. Probably like a strawberry shortcake, a sweet potato pie, and then maybe like a chocolate cake or something like that. But like I said, gotta have a little bit of everything. Yeah. So what you got? What's your plate?
Man, I don't know. I'm real basic, bro. Besides sandwiches.
A sandwich, yeah.
Besides sandwiches.
I'll make sure you have some dinner rolls.
I take fried chicken, macaroni and cheese. I love yams, bro. You could mix the yams with the macaroni and cheese together.
Can I get to the yams?
Oh. That with the macaroni and cheese, bro. That's an underrated combo. When you're ready for that conversation, I'll come back to it. I've been a fan of broccoli lately, so I could put some broccoli on it, and then of course, like you said, I'm a biscuit man. I'm not a cornbread man. I love biscuits. You could put a little honey on it. Like, I like that right there.
You ain't had the right type of cornbread, my brother. I'm sorry that you have not got a chance. You ain't had the right kind. You just haven't. You got to come in the deep South. You got to get you somebody, get you some honey butter cornbread. I'm talking about where they drizzle the honey on there. So they take the cornbread, put holes in it, drizzle that honey on top with the butter on there. Change your life. I promise you.
Anybody that do that, please let me know because I want to give it a try. I don't eat. I'm not a cornbread guy, but I'll give that a try. If you do what he just said with the honey butter and the drizzle, I'll eat that. But then for the desserts,
yeah.
Listen, brownies. If you could make a good brownie,
not none of that mushy stuff, huh? Not none of them mushy brownies.
Nah. You make them good. You make a good brownie. I take that, and then the Arnold Palmer just to bring it all down. So I'll be all right from there, bro. I'll be all right. That's the perfect plate for me right there, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, y'all comment down below. Let us know if you were at King Naftali's house, what would you be getting off of the plate? And if you had the Thanksgiving dinner at your house, what would be on the menu and what would the plate look like? So, ladies and gentlemen, we thank y'all once again for watching the show. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Like all the videos that we've posted, this is the 3rd episode now. All of the social media cut-ups. Follow us on our Instagram page. That's down in the description. It'll be attached down in there. Y'all put down in the comments, too, some topics that y'all might want to see us talk about. You know, if you want us to stick with the sports, we'll stick with that. If y'all want us to dabble off into some other stuff, because, look, y'all loved Elijah's proposal thing. Well, I'm still getting likes about that stuff, bro. People love that. So if y'all want to see a little bit more about our lives, man, let us know. We appreciate all of y'all for the support. Continue to subscribe and like the content so we can continue to push out some of the best stuff for you guys. So signing out for Elijah Nixon, I'm Jamarcus Fitzpatrick, and we'll see y'all next time. Thank you so much for watching this clip of the Fitz Take Podcast. Be sure to like this video and also subscribe to the YouTube channel. And also follow me and Elijah on our social media platforms. They will be linked down in the description. And remember, every episode of the Fitz Take Podcast will air right here on the YouTube channel every Monday at 2 p.m. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.